Hi, welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bites. It's June 9th. This is episode 27. So, we are shooting one episode every day on weekdays. So, very quickly, we have come to episode 27 now already. Uh, in terms of the market today, while the first half was reasonably all right, the second half there was a very sharp fall in the indices, although there was some recovery towards the end, but the indices fell really sharply during the second half, and the Nifty closed 0.67% down, and it was broad based. So small caps lost 1.3%, 500 CNX 500 lost 0.75%. It was pretty much all across the board, the fall. So uh, last many days, if you recall, we have been talking about how Bank Nifty and Nifty were diverging, and that usually this results in some sort of a sharp move one way or the other. So this morning, Bank Nifty is opened up very sharply, and the thought process in the morning was that maybe they will get aligned upwards, both of them. But that thought was proven totally wrong, and both got aligned on the downside. In fact, uh, by later in the afternoon, all sectors were virtually down. PSU banks were leading, autos were down. There was some lesser fall in the defensive sectors, FMCG, IT, consumption, but public sector enterprise was still holding on. But more or less, all risk on type of sectors saw some sort of a beating. But nothing much has got lost. I mean, in terms of the weekly or monthly performance, most of the sectors are still in the green, and few such days of fall is always possible after a good run that we have seen so far. In terms of the performances of the weekend investing portfolios, ATH took a 1.4% hit along with the all cap and NNF10. Most were down between 1.4 to 1%, and the NG 50/50, essentially the Nifty and the gold mix, was the least impacted today as expected. For the financial year, we are still on very sound wicket. Many portfolios are up more than 30%. So maybe this is a short term dip that may be an opportunity to buy, but you can never say in terms of what may happen next. The topic of the day today is on Pareto's principle. We were talking about this a few days back on Twitter, and the idea behind the Pareto's principle is that this was actually coined after a Italian economist called Vilfredo Pareto, and the concept was that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the consequences come from 20% of the causes. So it was observed that, like for instance, 80% of the taxation was coming from 20% people, or 80% of the GDP is resulting from 20 most richest, or the best companies in that environment. Or there were things of the nature which were studied where it had application in science and mathematics as well, and medicine as well. So at many places it was observed that the statistical distribution was such that 80% of the results were coming from 20% of the efforts, right? So what it implies for us, or in general also, is that 80% of your effort basically will not lead to the major part of the result. it is the 20% of your effort that will actually result in a major gain. Or could be the other way also, only the 20% will result in major loss, for instance. So when we apply this to our portfolios, so this is what I had said yesterday, that 20% of your stocks will give you 80% of your gains. So if you have, let's say, 20 stocks in your portfolio, so 3-4 stocks, and this is not gospel, 20% does not mean 20%. It just means that the statistical distribution should be near about there. So 75%, 85%, 90%, 70%, it will be like that. It won't happen the other way, that 80% of your portfolio is giving you the main chunk of your gains. So 20% of your stocks may give you 80% of your gains, and 20% of your stocks may give you 80% of your losses. Let's say your portfolio is winning and it wins big, and if you will dissect and see what actually happened in this portfolio, you will find more often than not. Again, this is a guiding principle. It is not a line on stone. That more often or not, you will find that 20% of your stocks, or near 20% of your stocks, would have given you that 80% gain. And if you were to see what is the makeup in a losing portfolio, let's say Nifty drops a lot, what caused most of the loss would be maybe like 20% of the stocks. So now, given this background and given Pareto's principle, the idea is that, do you still want to cut your profits? If, let's say, you have 10 stocks in your portfolio and 2 stocks are going to be that kind of winner which will uplift your entire portfolio. Like, for instance, in ATH portfolio, Adani, Total Gas, and let's say one more stock earlier, Adani Green, or some other stock that may have done really well, were the front runners, right? Or on the reverse side, maybe some stock like I don't know, in many of these strategies we often have losing stocks, but they are always few in number. They're not even 20%. They're like 5-10% will be the bigger losers. So the idea is that you need to allow your winners to run, so that they become that 20% base as defined by Pareto's principle, which will give you that 80% gain. 80% not an absolute gain, but 80% of the gains. I hope I'm able to explain this properly. And if you are having a losing portfolio, then 20% of your stocks is causing most of that loss. So you need to cut out those 20% stocks immediately, right? Or at the earliest. So 20% winners that are going to become multi-baggers, you don't want to stop them. And 20% losers which are going to drag your portfolio down, you want to get out of them quickly. So if you let your winners run, and if you cut short your losers, you will achieve what the Pareto principle is suggesting, and what primarily you can see in your daily life also, in every field, that this principle will apply, right? Even so much so that you can say that in your 24 hours, maybe 20% of the hours will give you the maximum joy, or 20% of the days in the month you will be able to experience real bliss, maybe something like that. So this has a natural application in every field, in every life situation, and definitely in statistical and a large number of statistical distribution within, let's say, a portfolio. So we are wanting to do portfolio based investing, and this principle will basically apply in a big way. So this example we've already seen. You have portfolio of 10 stocks, 2 stocks with 80% of profits, two stocks with 80% of loss will be the major reason why your portfolio will do very well or may not do so well. So the question that you need to ask yourself is, which ones will you let them run and which ones will you cut early. So we've already explained that you must allow your winners to run and you must cut your losers, and the Pareto principle will apply very well to your portfolio and you will start winning as soon as you apply this rule. So I hope this short video helps you in your investing journey. Please subscribe to the channel and like it if you do like it, and send me your comments on these bytes, and I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.